What's up, YouTube? Back with another reaction video. Trade Wars 4. How y'all doing today? Back with another reaction video, man. I'm back at it again. Show y'all this video. Basically, this video right here is basically dealing with pirates. If y'all don't be tuned in, with pirates are real, and they are hijacking ships and taking goods, anything like medical supplies, goods, food, anything to get their family above float and keep them, keep them straight. So they really robbing these ships out here and taking it back home and holding these ship people for hostage, like for millions of dollars. So it get real in these seas, man. Like Pirates of the Caribbean, I didn't think it was. I was thinking it was real a little bit, but it's real. It get real out there, man. But yeah, man, this channel is a reaction video channel. So, gonna be reacting videos that I think is cool to y'all, that I think is cool to me. I'm just gonna put it out there in the YouTube world for y'all to view. It might be cool to y'all, it might not be cool to y'all. But I thank y'all for viewing. You know what I'm saying? Just keep this thing rolling for me. Like I said, like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And to the people that been here, that subscribe to my channel, I really do appreciate y'all. Keep supporting, and I do got some things coming for the new people that's coming to the channel and the people that's growing with me, and my subscribers that been here. I got something for y'all. Y'all just keep rocking with me, and continue to make my channel grow. And I really do appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for being here, and thank God for waking us and I know I'm messing up, y'all. My bad, y'all. But I thank God for waking us and seeing another day. And let's get this video.
A U.S. Navy warship, the USS Ashland, cuts through the waters of the Gulf of Aden. Roughly 330 nautical miles off the coast of Djibouti, the ship glides steadily under the sun. The skies are clear, the water calm, far on the horizon, barely visible to the naked eye. A small skiff drifts slowly across the sea. To a casual observer, it might look like a simple fishing boat. To the crew of the skiff, the large gray ship in the distance might appear to be a cargo vessel, an easy target, but they're mistaken. What they're really staring at is a U.S. Navy warship carrying enough firepower to wipe out any threat. The Gulf of Aden has long been a hotspot for piracy. In the early 2000s and well into the 2010s, Somali pirates regularly launched attacks on commercial vessels, holding ships and crews hostage for ransom. In response, the U.S. Navy and other international forces stepped up patrols in the region to deter piracy and ensure the safety of maritime routes. On April 10th, during a routine maritime security operation, the USS Ashland was on patrol. Unknown to the 6-man crew aboard the skiff, Ashland's advanced radar and surveillance systems had already tracked them.
So while they trying to be slick, they already own them. You know what I'm saying? They already got the coordinates and everything why they trying to sneak up. And just watch, man, they be trying to sneak up at nighttime and all that, man. Watch. This is a good video. It's a good reaction video to me. So hey, man, just check it out, man. Continue watching.
Crew members aboard the Ashland had been monitoring the suspicious vessel's approach. It was clear they weren't fishermen. The skiff had no visible fishing equipment, no nets, no gear, just 6 men and a few stashed weapons. This wasn't going to end well. The skiff suddenly accelerated. Its bow turned directly toward the Ashland. Crewmen aboard the pirate vessel opened fire with small arms, aiming at the port side of the ship. They may have thought they were surprising a defenseless freighter, but this was no freighter. This was a U.S. Navy warship with fully armed sailors and Marines on board. In accordance with the rules of engagement, the Ashland returned fire. 2 rounds erupted from the ship's Mk-38 Mod 2 25mm gun, direct hit. The round struck the skiff, engulfing it in flames within seconds. Panic swept over the attackers. They leapt into the water, abandoning their burning vessel.
Uniform 4, so 30 still shipping code to tank number.
Despite being fired upon, the U.S. Navy's priority immediately shifted to humanitarian action. The skiff had been neutralized, but there were now 6 men floating in the water near their sinking, burning boat. The Ashland launched 2 of its rigid-hull inflatable boats to recover the survivors. Each man was pulled from the water, but not before each was carefully checked for weapons. Only when it was verified that none of the 6 pirates were armed did the Navy personnel bring them aboard. Medical care was provided immediately. There were no injuries to the Ashland's crew, no damage to the ship, and 6 suspected pirates were now in custody. The attack on the Ashland was one of 3 major anti-piracy actions carried out by the U.S. Navy in a 10-day span. Just 10 days earlier, on March 31st, another U.S. Navy vessel, the USS Nicholas, was fired upon by pirates. That engagement ended with 5 pirates captured. Then, on April 5th, USS McFall responded to a distress call from the MV Rising Sun. The commercial vessel was under attack. McFall intervened swiftly. 10 suspected pirates were captured in that operation. In total, over those 10 days, the U.S. Navy captured 21 suspected pirates in the region. It was a clear message to all would-be attackers. The Gulf of Aden was under watch.
NATO has what we call lines of operation, and I guess you can say the primary one is to disrupt the piracy, and that means protect the shipping that goes through the area and denying the pirates the possibility of attacking the merchant vessels that are going through.
The USS Ashland is no stranger to missions like this. Commissioned in 1989, the Ashland is built to support amphibious assault operations. With a displacement of over 16,000 tons when fully loaded, it carries Marines, landing craft, and combat vehicles. It has its own defense systems, radar, and a highly trained crew. On the day of the attack, Ashland was supporting sustainment operations for the 24th Marine Expeditionary Unit in Djibouti. That meant transporting supplies, personnel, and maintaining readiness for rapid deployment. When the attack occurred, the ship was already in high alert mode. Its crew is trained not just for combat, but for complex maritime scenarios. The response to the pirate attack was swift, efficient, and followed precise rules of engagement. For U.S. Navy vessels operating in hostile or unpredictable waters, rules of engagement are critical. They define how and when force may be used. In the Ashland's case, the response was clear-cut. Once the skiff opened fire, the ship had the legal and tactical authority to return fire. The decision to fire just 2 rounds from the 25mm gun was calculated, enough to neutralize the threat, not a bullet more than necessary. This discipline and restraint are key hallmarks of U.S. Navy operations. Somali pirates have long exploited the lawless waters off the Horn of Africa. With no functioning government for years, Somalia became a breeding ground for maritime crime.
Right now we are engaged in a intel gathering mission. We need to go off the Somalian coast and look for pirate camps and try to see if there are any preparations going on, when they are preparing themselves.
This might be an old video, but I think it's dope how other countries can come together to save these seas and get these goods to other countries. Like, besides the U.S., there's a lot of other things, a lot of other places that, you know, need goods to it. And you seen what I was saying, China and the British and the U.S. as well. We help each other. Sometimes, I don't know how it go, but sometimes we do help each other when it comes to stuff like that, and, you know. We do salute y'all for that. Y'all keep doing y'all thing, man. I just wanted to say that. Let's get back to the video.
So what about the pirated ships? Are they still in the positions that they were reported last? What are the intensity of activity off the coastline? And also we look for pirate ships in this area, because if we find pirate ships that are preparing for pirate attacks in the Indian Ocean, we will of course board them and confiscate the gear.
Young men, often armed with AK-47s and RPGs, take to sea in skiffs, hoping to capture slow-moving commercial ships. They seek ransom money, often in the millions. Some pirate crews are organized. Others are desperate, making reckless choices, like the one that led them to open fire on the USS Ashland. With 6 suspected pirates in custody, the U.S. Navy began reviewing legal options. International maritime law allows for prosecution of piracy by any nation. However, jurisdiction can be complex. Sometimes pirates are handed over to countries like Kenya or Seychelles for prosecution. Other times, evidence or diplomatic considerations limit how far cases can go. In recent years, some pirates have faced lengthy prison terms. Others have been released.
The suspects appeared before Mombasa Senior Resident Magistrate Catherine Mwangi, charged with piracy in the Indian Ocean waters.
What happens next often depends on the cooperation of regional partners and the legal frameworks in place. The USS Ashland is part of a larger force known as the Nassau Amphibious Ready Group, ARG. It includes 3 major ships: USS Nassau, a Tarawa-class amphibious assault ship; USS Mesa Verde, a San Antonio-class amphibious transport dock; USS Ashland, the Whidbey Island-class dock landing ship. Together, they transport marines, equipment, and supplies. They operate as a mobile force capable of rapid response. The 24th Marine Expeditionary Unit is embedded with the ARG. From humanitarian missions to combat support, this task force is designed for flexibility and power projection. The Ashland's encounter with pirates shows just how versatile these ships need to be. What allowed the Ashland to detect the pirate skiff early? The answer lies in its radar and surveillance systems. The ship is equipped with surface search radar that can detect small objects like a skiff miles away. Combined with watchstanders, visual lookouts, and intelligence feeds, the Ashland can spot potential threats long before they get close. Once the skiff was flagged as suspicious, its every move was tracked. When it changed course and accelerated toward the ship, alarms went off. The crew was already at battle stations by the time the first shots were fired. The Mk-38 Mod 2 25mm chain gun is no ordinary weapon. Mounted on the deck of U.S. Navy ships, it's designed for close-range surface threats. Remotely operated, stabilized, and equipped with day and night cameras, the weapon can deliver accurate firepower against fast-moving targets like small boats. In the hands of a trained gunner, it becomes a scalpel of destruction. When the Ashland returned fire, it needed just 2 rounds. That was enough to disable the skiff, light it on fire, and end the attack. Although the USS Ashland is a warship, the crew is made up of people from all walks of life: sailors, technicians, officers, and Marines, each with their own backgrounds and skills, work together in a tightly coordinated machine. When the pirates were rescued from the water, the same people trained in combat were also trained in providing medical care. Navy corpsmen immediately assessed the rescued men. Some were shaken, others were burned from the explosion or suffering hypothermia, but none were left behind. This humanitarian aspect of the mission is a critical part of the Navy's doctrine. Even when dealing with enemies, they treat human life with dignity. Once the 6 pirates were aboard, they were held in a secured area under constant watch. The ship's officers began debriefing the crew. Every action taken during the engagement was documented. Footage from the ship's surveillance systems, gun cams, and deck log entries were reviewed. Chain of command reviewed the rules of engagement and confirmed every step was followed by the book. Meanwhile, the intelligence team began analyzing any equipment or items retrieved from the burning skiff. Any cell phones, maps, weapons, or written material would be used to trace the pirates' network or base of operations.
Now you see what they got going on, man. They be on it. It's like they be like how I said in the earlier video. See how they be robbing people. It just is crazy, man. It's like, man, look, you gotta be on point when it comes to certain stuff like this, and the Navy and Air Force and all that. They be on point with that. So, hey, man, I'm just gonna keep saying that. Appreciate y'all, man, cause y'all who can't Y'all can do it better than us. That's what I'm gonna say.
Pirates in the region have been known to attack not just civilian ships, but occasionally military targets, often out of desperation or misidentification. That's why every watchstander aboard the Ashland remained sharp. Radar operators monitored for unusual vessel movements. Deck sentries scanned the horizon. Bridge crews plotted unpredictable courses to prevent ambushes. No corner of the ocean was left to chance. News of the engagement reached international media within hours. Headlines read, USS Ashland repels pirate attack, captures 6.
All the men did exactly what they were supposed to.
Maritime organizations and shipping companies praised the Navy's actions. Countries that rely on safe shipping routes through the Suez Canal and Indian Ocean expressed their appreciation. Some human rights organizations raised questions about the fate of the detained pirates. But overall, the global response was one of support.
We are sort of fighting the symptoms, not the disease down here. To really solve the problem of piracy involves solving the problem of Somalia, and the problems of Somalia are many and complex. We need to help local states in the region down here to build up their own capability to curb or fight piracy in the area. But that's of course a more longer term way to solve the problem.
Operations like this serve a broader strategic purpose. Every successful intervention makes piracy riskier for those who engage in it. Each captured pirate, each destroyed skiff sends a message. The sea is not lawless, and the consequences are swift. The U.S. Navy maintains a forward presence, not only for warfighting, but to protect global commerce. The Gulf of Aden is a major choke point, a route through which millions of barrels of oil and countless tons of goods pass daily. Any disruption threatens the global economy, so protecting it is a top priority. While naval warships like the USS Ashland are built for combat, most commercial vessels are not. Yet they still travel through high-risk piracy zones, especially near the Horn of Africa, the Strait of Malacca, and parts of West Africa. To protect themselves, merchant ships use a combination of passive and active defense strategies. The most basic layer is awareness. Crews receive threat briefings before sailing into danger zones. Lookouts are posted 24/7. Razor wire is wrapped along railings to prevent easy boarding. High-pressure water hoses are rigged and ready to repel attackers. Some ships even deploy sound cannons, known as LRADs, that emit painful, high-frequency noise to drive off intruders.
You can imagine that, like what would your family be feeling, your kids, your wife, what stressful they would be if they hear that their loved one are captured. For arriving this area, we have briefed all the crew, we have done a security drill, we keep all our doors locked, we keep extra lookouts. Apart from duty officer, there are 2 more lookouts, one looking ahead and one only watching the quarters. We get night vision binoculars. We rig fire hoses around our both sides poop deck. It's more secure than before.
Others hire private security teams, often former military personnel.
But yeah, man, they be going through a lot on them seas that we don't know about, but they on point. U.S. Navy on point, even the cargo ships, them people on point too. So man, shout out to y'all on them open seas like that though. Man, that's crazy. But man, I appreciate y'all tuning into the channel Trade Worlds 4. Man, keep the channel pushing. I thank y'all for subscribing, and my new subscribers, man. I got more coming for y'all. Man, just work with me, vibe with me, man. Yeah, we live in the kitchen, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, man, we just gonna keep pushing these videos out, man. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Oh, yeah. My comment section is open. I do comment back. So, don't play no games. I will comment, and I do read the comments, too. But, man, I appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all coming to the channel. We're gonna keep rocking with it. And man, we're gonna keep pushing these channels. I thank God. Keep God first. Keep your mental good. And hey, man, let's rock out. Gone.